Hello and welcome back to Mood Social and Dating Podcast. Now, it's just me right now. Uh, Me because I'm trying to figure out how to do this right. Um, I probably best work with someone to banter with, and we've got to work on doing that and figuring out segments and everything like that. So I figure though, I'll just share little things about me that made me create this app and why I use dating apps and things like that. If you watched episode one, awesome. Thank you. If you haven't, go back to it because it basically tells you why I created Mood Social and Dating. So two things, I jotted down two things earlier today. um, we'll do the first thing. I'll talk about the first thing. And mind you, I want to get guests that are experts that do like dating coaching and things like that because these are the types of people that I want on the platform as a partner providing services to our users. Because if you go on apps now, it's like the advertisements, quick grab is prep and what is the other stuff and Viagra and everything. I don't want that shit on my fucking app. I don't want that. I want things that help people, that are looking to date or looking to meet other people in other ways, things that help them, better help them better themselves and be prepared to meet other people. Because in a way, some people need mental health help before they can date someone. Tear Bear, quiet. Yeah, across the hall from my studio is the Huskies playroom. And they're not too happy because I put them in there now. But yeah, so, I want to talk to these people. I want to talk to some of you that will be watching the podcasts. I want to talk to y'all. The Discord link is in the description. I missed it in the first episode, but I corrected that and I put it in there. But I'll start this segment off with what is dating today? What is it considered to be? It can be a lot of different things. If you haven't gone on the app, every category is basically a way to date someone. In our something quick category, there are 4 different what we call moods. And these are things that people are looking for when they're getting on the app. They're looking for a hookup. They're looking for friends with benefits. They're looking for some kink and fetish play. They're looking to, swing with the neighbors or whoever's around or wherever the couple might be. They're trying to find a third, a fourth, so maybe a fifth. Who knows? Maybe 2 couples are trying to find people. All of these different reasons, and they consider those dates. Those are dates because if, say, a couple is together and they're looking for a third person, that's a date. That is an engagement, not an engagement, but an intimate thing that is done with some other people, and it's considered a date. And you never know what happens from that date. It might turn into friends. It might turn into, just a one-time thank you, goodbye. So for me, though, dating has always been trying to find that person that can tolerate me and the way I am, and the way I chase my passions. And, of course, long term partnership. That person that I share things with. I don't do the casual sex community stuff. I don't do that. I think that is the only thing that I have that I can give to someone that I actually care about and want to spend the rest of my life with. So that is what I look for. And a date to me would be, first it's got to be defined. I'm not a person to chase people. That comes from fear of rejection and all these other things from my past that kind of still haunt me today. As confident as I am with a lot of things, it's like that is the one thing I'm not confident with is approaching people, asking people out and stuff like that. I just can't do that. I was never good at that. The anxiety and pressure of knowing that somebody's going to say, no, you're ugly. I don't want to deal with you. And maybe that's all just in my head, but at the same time, these are the things that go on, in the past that have happened inside my head when approaching people. Now, you know, with those dates, it would be like a dinner. It would be like spending quality time together, having good discussions, having some laughs, sharing some stories. That is what a date is for me. A date is not going have coffee with somebody. I swear, I think I remember, not I think I remember, but I remember before my previous relationship, many people, I'd meet them for the first time and they thought it was a date. And I'm like, that's not a date. I've just met you. The intent is to meet you to see if I want to talk to you again, or if I want to be friends with you, or if there's some chemistry to experiment with from there. So dating is really intentional for me, not this casual uh, thing. So I know a lot of people find dates to be something completely different. They do think meeting for coffee is a date. So, of course, by making these different moods in the app, it just kind of helps discern all of that. Because if you're in the just friends mood, when you go and hang out with somebody for the first time, they know it's not a date. There's no clash of the expectation. You can, let your guard down because you both understand this is what I want. And you don't have to put it as a tag or put it in your bio. No, you're in that mood. So they both people know what that is. That's the beauty of this app. I really can't wait until more people are using it because I really believe that it is the no-brainer approach to meeting new people, period. And I named it Mood Social and Dating because socializing and dating are two different things, but you can do both on the app without feeling embarrassed or without feeling pressured or without being left in the dark of what to do and 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 why others are there when you try to talk to them. We're also trying to solve all well, me, I'm trying to solve this whole ghosting thing. Like I'm noticed on other apps where you match with somebody and then all of a sudden you never you they match. This is the most aggravating thing. They match with you and then they don't even say anything. They got the match. When I get the match, I say something right away. It's like, "Hey, I know. Oh, great, we are connected. We actually have some interest in each other, and let me start discourse." And literally, a week can pass, and that person is not saying anything. That behooves me, and I'm really trying to solve that with Mood Social and Dating because what we've done is, you know, the chat inboxes are limited. You're going to manage your chats. I mean, you're not going to be just connecting with thousands and hundreds of people and then you're scrolling forever. No, sir. No, ma'am. Not happening. It's going to fill up and then you need to do something about it. You need to take action. You need to have these conversations or you need to delete them manually and go from there. And these are with connections. Now, of course, when you get an offer, they're going to expire and disappear if you don't answer them and stuff like that. But the beauty of that, too, is as a person sending it, wondering, why didn't this person answer me? Because, yes, a lot of people need validation. They do. Even me. Me, you know, I've always needed some sort of validation because when you're raised with a limited family, and you see other families that are so big and the love is all over the place, you start wondering, what did I do wrong? Especially when, both sides of the family don't like you. It's like, well, hell, I'm existing for what reason? So it just depends on your background. And there's nothing wrong with needing validation. It's nothing wrong with needing an answer. Now, this doesn't, in no way does this actually back the neediness of people when you don't get a response within the same day The people that don't get a response in like the same minute. Are you fucking kidding me? We all gotta work. We got shit to do. But as busy as we are in this world, everybody's got that phone, and you pick it up once or twice. So it's like, okay, within 2 to 3 days, if you've not answered, that means you're not interested. Time to move on. Mood social and dating is actually going to solve that, because guess what? You're going to see that this person didn't even want to respond, and no, well, screw it. Don't worry about it. Move on to the next person. Because you'll have to send an offer to connect with them anyway. So hopefully, if they connect with you again, maybe they'll have some intent to talk. But then at the same time, why waste your time and try connect with people that don't want to value your time? Because dating and meeting people, it's really turned into an intentional thing, especially when you're on your phone, because you pick this up for a reason. You have to excuse me. I'm tired. I worked all day. I was up till 4, got off at 1 p.m., 4 a.m. Yeah, that shift is so horrible. It's so freaking horrible. It'd be cool. It'd be cool if, that Discord channel be going and I could be talking to people. Because I watch Destiny and I see him doing it all the time. He's got a pretty good following, and I really hope Mood Social and Dating gets that too. But right now I'm kind of like CoffeeZilla, Voidzilla, where I'm talking into the void. Well, my wrinkled gold backdrop and my fake brick backdrop. But this is how we start, letting you know a little bit about me, what's on my mind, giving you a little, insider information about the app, which is basic, functionality, and try to build a community here. And like I said, my vision is hopefully we do some virtual speed dating, and I think we put some. Let me see here. Well, the bad part about doing this podcast alone is trying to navigate equipment here, and I shut the recording off. But what I was looking for the Discord channel, and of course I put the United States and India, and I've got like state channels where people can start, talking to each other, and that's just really the thing that I really want. Is I really want people to start socializing. I really want people to start getting connected without having to pay $1.99 for an extra swipe, or be limited on who you can see, and only see people that like the same shit as you. That just makes no sense. That's not how the world works. We need a little mix of everything in it. And once again, I'm just not a believer in these algorithms. I really don't. I mean, I hate them because they don't work. Me using the apps all the time, it doesn't work. It's like, do you want to date yourself? Do you only want to socialize with yourself? You kind of already do, because you're by yourself. That's why you need to date someone or go and meet other people, is so that you don't go stir crazy only talking to yourself. Kind of like what I'm doing right now. Or what I do when the dogs are sleeping. I'm talking to myself like a madman. But yeah, I really hope this Discord channel comes to life once we start getting more people on there. And yes, things start off slow. I know that there is this whole thing with, oh my God, there's barely any people on this app. Man, just share it. Share it with others that you know. If they have Tinder, download Mood Social and Dating. If they have Grindr, download Mood Social and Dating. If they have any of those other dating apps, download Mood Social and Dating. Compare them. Because you can do a lot on the app for free. And, of course, there are extra features that you will pay for, but you're not even going to pay as much as what you're paying on the other ones for. Literally, I think Tinder was charging like $44.99 a month. And yes, I understand. The App Store is wanting to take freaking 30% of everything, and Android takes 30%. But geez, you can still, these companies are just ridiculous. I think that just the greed is unreal. But I really hope our mood social and dating community is going to come to life, and really get people connected. Because I'd really love to have podcast episodes where people that have successfully got, met somebody and they're connected and they're married or whatever. I want them to be on the podcast too. And I'd really want them to be like in the studio talking to me. That would be lovely. Um, that would be great. I mean, hell, I would, well, once we make money, I would pay for them to come be on the show, or get a studio somewhere. Yeah, that's just things I have to do. Get a studio somewhere, because my little piddly bonk studio here is kind of sad looking. But we're starting with what we have. We're starting with what we have. Um, what else did I have on my thing that I was thinking about today? Yeah, those are my only two thoughts. So some of these episodes will be short, some will be a little bit longer. My idea eventually for the actual show that I will either be a part of or I will not be a part of. I might have two other co-hosts or hosts that do it, or I might do it and another co-host do it. It's just figuring out how to get it done. That's what we're doing, and the formatting and the timing between here and the West Coast. But yeah, um, once again, if you haven't, download Mood Social and Dating, and is the ampersand, and dating. It's in the iOS store and the Android store. The public version right now has a couple of bugs in it, but you can still connect. You can still get the basic idea of how it's different than everything else. As always, you can go into the app settings. You can send some feedback. Let me know what you think. And hey, if you want to talk to me on the app, I'm going to either be in the 420 or the nerdy moods. So find me, hit me up. And partners, if there are any partners as well that want to be on the app and be a part of the family here, do the same thing. I'm not going to have email or anything like that to communicate. I'm going to do everything within the app. So other than that, I hope everyone is enjoying their day, their night, their morning. And until next time, bye-bye.